Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Laura Canfield Show, the Awaken to Happiness Now Global Series. Thank you so much for being here with us today. And I'm so excited. My good friend Colby Wilk is back with us. And today we're going to be talking about Ascension Redemption and so much more. We'll be taking your live caller questions so that you can become or get healing from Colby regarding your ascension symptoms and so much more. We'll talk about that in a second. But Colby, for those of you who don't know, is a really powerful healer, and you're going to want to work with him as much as you can. So he possesses the ability to access grounded high states of consciousness and read whatever issues are present in your life. He sees past the surface, helping you identify what is hidden, long forgotten, and currently doing you damage. And you'll bring into consciousness what has been long suppressed so you can finally process what has been abandoned and undealt with. Oh my goodness. With compassion and humor, Colby partners with you to help you take heroic journey into your body. Oh my God, I know this is going to be powerful, so I'm so excited for all of you that are here and are going to be taking this opportunity to work with Colby. So please do raise your hand so that you can work with him. It is preferable if you can do audio, if you can do video, even better. But we'll do what we can. And, you know, we're here to support you at this time. And my mission is to support you in being the best version of yourself, living your greatest life. And Colby is here to support you in that as well, and helping you to clear up some of those hidden beliefs, patterns, programs that may be sabotaging what is in your way or sabotaging you in really living your greatest life. So Colby, welcome back to the show. I'm so glad you're here.
Yay! It's good to be here. It's a wonderful energy that your community brings.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And so, so people are going to ask me, how do I raise my hand on my computer? Caroline, I already know. So you've already written in the chat, so I already know. So not to worry. But you've done it before, so I'm sure you can figure it out. But yeah, raise your hand or type in the chat that you want to ask a question or that you would like to work with Colby, okay? If you don't know how to raise your hand. And anybody else who does raise your hand often, let us know how you do it. Just type it in the chat, okay? Because I actually don't very often because I'm usually the host and I don't really participate in a lot of calls myself. So, but Colby, it's been so long since you've been with us. So I just want you to take a few minutes and talk to us about, you know, who you are, what you've been doing the past few years, and how you can assist us and our listeners with ascension symptoms and basically what's going on right now.
Oh, sure. Well, I took a break, as you know.
Yeah.
Like many of your listeners, your community, I am an energy junkie, meaning I was pursuing spirituality under every rock I possibly could, getting every healing. Anytime a guru would come to town, I'd be at their feet. Anytime there'd be a telesummit, I would listen. And while I'm working as a healer and gifted and had a long line of clients waiting to see me. And because I was doing so much, trying to heal myself in a fast-paced rush to evolve, to raise my vibration, I burned myself out.
Right. Yeah.
I collapsed. In fact, my health became worse as a result of my seeking, as opposed to better. I was worse off than I was, let's say, 20 years ago, with crazy symptoms. So what happened to me is a Kundalini awakening came, and I pushed it because I wanted to be enlightened. And I lost 40 pounds in 2 months. And as you can tell, I'm not a big person. My liver tanked, my spleen tanked, and it took about 7 years of seeing practitioners every day to get my health back in order. And so now I'm very big on Ascension Redemption, how to redeem yourself after pushing yourself too far and too fast.
I love it. And thank you so much for sharing and being vulnerable to share. And you look awesome, by the way.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm single.
Okay, I'm married and I'm in Vienna.
I'm a homosexual.
Yeah, I know.
So you're safe. You're fine. You're safe.
I'm good.
Your husband, not so much.
Not so much, exactly. No, I knew that. But no, yeah, and I remember when, you know, way back when you know, we had talked about, you know, my husband and moving to Vienna and all that wonderful stuff, you know, and how so much has come to pass. So much has shifted in both of our lives. And I totally get it, how we can get burnt out. We're pushing, trying to become enlightened, evolve to the next level, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And sometimes, the body says, you know what, enough. Because the body, it has its own timing, and it needs to catch up sometimes. And I know when I moved here to Vienna, I was basically taking about a year or two off, not doing very much, trying to catch up. The same thing, so many changes and everything, and just get my body to catch up with me spiritually, or just everything, right? So it really is important for us to take that time and to take a break and regroup, but at the same time get assistance, right? And so Ascension is not always, happy, joy, roses and all that wonderful stuff. It's really not. Sometimes it's difficult because it brings up all of your stuff. And for some of us who have been, go ahead.
It brings up our stuff, and that's how most people consider it, but also going too fast and going too deep also circumvents the body. Yeah. So we have this impression that, oh, I'm ill, I have a rash, I have digestive issues. Look, I'm evolved, I'm spiritual. How many allergies do you have? See, I have more allergies than you, I'm more evolved. Right. But if you have chemical sensitivity, environmental sensitivity, if you go places and you get overwhelmed, that can be a sign that you're doing too much and your body's saying, stop, calm down. Let's reframe this, get grounded. Because there's this impression that more is better and that the source can heal everything. And if that were the truth, we would all be healed by now.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Please, I apologize for interrupting.
No, it's absolutely true. And that's the thing. But a lot of times I think we tend to judge ourselves for not going further, not evolving faster. Why are we experiencing all these ascension symptoms? Why aren't we getting over it? What are we doing wrong? Am I not good? All that wonderful stuff is coming up, right? Am I not good enough? Don't I deserve it? I thought I'm a child of God, etc. I deserve it. Where is that love? Where is that receiving, etc., etc., etc. I was saying to my husband today, we were talking about something. Something was damaged. I was looking for a table, and I said, "Did you just throw that table out?" And he goes, "Yeah, it was broken. It was damaged." And I said, "Well, then you might as well throw me out too, because I'm pretty damaged." He just laughed. He's like, "Oh my God, I'm rubbing off on you." I said, "Well, I don't know, but it's like we are, damaged in a way. Like we've been through a lot of stuff, and so then we think that if I just do a little bit more, I'll get better. I'll get past this hump. I'll get past this hurdle. I'll get past this obstacle. Just a little bit more, right? And it doesn't always work. So I'm glad you're here to share that with us, and whatever else you can share with us, because it's like this is a huge topic, and this is not something that I think is talked about.
No, it's spirituality's dirty secret.
Yeah.
Right. That you can hurt yourself through meditation, through too much yoga, through too many downloads, too many accelerations. I mean, I was on YouTube the other day, and a young man, was showing people how to do a third eye opening. And I'm like, holy moly, that is an accelerated practice. And you're just, and in the old days, the benefit of religion is there are stops. There are people guiding you and saying, okay, you're ready for the next ritual. Now there's so much available that you choose your own adventure, and no one is guiding you. No one is gauging your system, and no one shows you how to gauge your system, and then you do too much. And so a lot of people have incongruent energies. They go to this guru, that shaman, this telesummit with this acceleration, and they have all these energies in their system, some of which are not compatible. And boom, you wind up worse off than you would, and you have more health issues.
Yeah. So, wow. Is any of this resonating with all of you? I mean, like, really, I mean, I know you all have your hands raised, which is awesome, but I'm just curious, is any of this resonating with you? Does this make sense to you? Just type it in the chat, because I'm curious, because, a lot of people have judged, the gurus and the teachers, that no, we don't need them anymore, and that this knowledge should be available freely to everybody. But, there definitely was a reason why it was kept, not just secret, but you only got as much as you needed for a certain period of time, and then you got the next level, then you got the next level, instead of everything being wide open and available. And people, you know, we're sometimes not capable of knowing how much is enough or how much is too much, you know, or when we should take a break.
And
Right?
you have seen like your people wanting the easy button,
Yeah.
right? Like they want an acceleration, they want a download, they want someone to do it.
Yeah.
Right. And I certainly have that gift, and I could shock depot somebody and bliss them out for months, no problem. However, at the end of the day, that does not change someone's consciousness. It does not change someone's mental landscape, because they have the same habits. So I can bliss you out, and then you do what you do,
Yeah.
and you pop out of it. And like you said, we're moving away from the guru to personal ownership. But I think people are still having a challenge of, okay, what is my work and how do I do it?
Yeah.
How do I keep my attention on myself? How do I love myself without going above their head and talking the language of the secret, right? With their gratitude and their love, when their body is like, nah, I don't love her. Nah, I'm not grateful. And so people are separated from what they believe, who they believe they should be, and who they actually are.
Yeah.
And this is what causes the imbalance, so that when they bring in the higher energies, the energies can't really ground, and they destabilize your structure.
And then they judge themselves for
Right.
not
And judge their healers.
Yeah.
Like, you should be able to do this.
I keep saying they, but I mean, it's like it's me. You're talking to me. You're talking about me totally, you know, and that's what, you know, one of the things I've come to realize for myself is I judge myself like crazy. And, you know, it's like, I'm like the hardest critic, and like, why am I not there? I should be there. Blah, 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 blah. And it's like, okay, you know, but at the same time, part of me says, you know what, everything in divine timing. But you still have to do a little bit.
This is an intervention for you. This whole thing you planned, your community, is to intervene on your behalf. Stop the craziness.
Exactly. Exactly. I created this for me. Yay. Awesome. Right. And that's the thing. It's like when somebody would even say that I created this for me, they're like, oh my God, that's not very nice. That's not very spiritual. You're supposed to be of service and being of service to everybody else, not yourself. It's like, no, I need help. You know, I need help, you know? So, yeah, wow. I'm just like, I did not know we were going to talk about, I mean, I knew we were going to talk about this today, but my own thoughts today have been around that. It's like, oh my God, where am I judging myself? You know, where am I continually putting myself down and not appreciating myself and not seeing how much I have changed and grown and whatever. And the practices I am doing, are they really the right thing for me right now? You know, right? So questions are important. So please do continue to question, you know, what you're doing, how you're feeling, what does your body require, right? That's always important. All right, so go ahead. So Colby, just let me know whenever you want to start taking callers.
Whatever you go, whatever you want to do. I'm without expectation.
I know, I just don't want to miss something important that you wanted to share, you know. That's it. That's the only thing. I don't want to miss anything important that you wanted to share.
Not Corona. It's okay. Everyone's okay. So the first, I like to teach a practice and then take calls or questions.
Yeah.
So the questions I'm open to receiving is, hey, this is what's going on with me. What's that about, Colby? But what I don't answer is, could you tell me what's going on with me, Colby?
Exactly.
Or tell me what you get. I don't do that because that's taking power.
I don't do that either. And I tell my callers, you can't ask a question like that. You cannot ask a general, what's going on in my field? What do you read? I don't allow those types of questions because they're not empowering. So I want you to ask a question that's bothering you, that you want an answer for, you know? And so we all know that. We all know we have things inside that we want an answer for that's been bothering us for so long. Ask those questions. This is your opportunity. This is not just generally give me a reading. You know, for that, you can go to some other telesummit.
It's not entertainment. This is not for spiritual hobbyists. It's not that.
Yeah.
So you're going to ask very specific questions, and the healing is not coming from me to you. That's not what's happening. Okay. What I'm really good at is being with me and helping you to be with you. That's what I do. And you being with yourself, allowing, accepting, acknowledging what you've abandoned, denied, rejected, healing can occur. But it's not coming from outside of you. Okay. In fact, if you have a rock or a crystal handy, my request is you grab it and you put it in front of your computer and you focus on that, because the energy will be titrated from the rock to you in the right way. Ask it if it wants to do that before putting it in place.
Okay, can you repeat that again? I don't know if I understood that. Sorry.
If you have a rock or crystal,
yeah,
put that rock or crystal in front of the computer and ask it if it's willing to titrate the energy to you. So the energy comes from it to you. Oh. That way you have a friend to help you.
Okay, cool. I have tons. I know I just moved my desk around, you know, so it's like, yeah, there's all my crystals and stuff. Which one do I want to use? I want to work with this one.
Okay. The second thing is the first practice I'm going to teach you is you're going to take 3 fingers and you're going to put it right below your belly button. And your attention is going to go 3 fingers below your belly button and in the middle of you. So if I were to cross-section you, your attention is in your dantian, your hara, or your still point. I refer to it as your still point because when your attention's there, your system calms down. If your system's calm, more can happen. Also, if your attention's in your body rewards you with calm and takes you out of to calm. Also, if energy's coming from the rock, it'll know where to go because it senses you. If you're above your head, that's where it will go.
Right. Okay.
We'll go through that with whoever wants to get in.
I remember you shared that with us in the past too. So yes, I remember that. I remember that process.
Good job.
Yeah, exactly. I remember that one. All right. So we're going to take some questions. So Jennifer, you're going to be number 3, okay? Because I know, Jennifer, you're going to run outside. So I'm going to go with the phone number ending in 232. Then I'm going to go with Caroline. And then I'm going to go with Jennifer. Okay, Jennifer? So you have a bit of time. So just so you know, okay? Because I know she has to run outside in order to ask the question. So phone number ending in 232, I'm going to go ahead and unmute you. Hello?
Hi, Laura. Thanks for taking my call. This is Patty, and my question is, I've been feeling very stuck or just held back. Like things that I've tried to do haven't really been opening up.
Patty, short and sweet. I'm a psychic, remember? I don't need to know the whole story. What would you like?
Okay, the question is, what would be my next step for my evolution?
Well, Laura, do you want to take that?
Well,
no general question.
Yeah, how about something more specific? So you're saying you're stuck. Where are you stuck? What does that look like?
Okay, I already got it. So I see you at these steps, and you're a child over the age of 3, looking up these big steps, and you don't know how to go up the step because 1, it's huge for a 3-year-old to climb. So 1, you're looking at this from a 3-year-old's perspective, and it seems overwhelming, the step that you need to take. But you know the step you need to take, they tell me, that you know it, and you're just not taking it because you're in your 3-year-old self. Do you know what that step is? You want to admit it?
Just one step in front of the other. Just one step in front of the other, taking one step at a time.
Well, what is the step you're resisting taking, honey?
Yeah, I don't know. I am feeling like, I guess there's some resistance, but I don't understand where it's coming from or what I'm resisting. If it's actually me that's
okay, let's get more specific. Let me jump in. You have stuckness with work, with love life. Just narrow this down for me, please. Can you
Oh
narrow
yeah,
it?
both. Oh, okay. It's every like it's every
pick
like
one.
I'm a
No,
whole
not
life is
everywhere.
stuck.
No,
So
no.
pick one. What's the most important one for you, Patty?
I guess financial and work issues. Yes.
Sure. You show me that you feel like you have empty pockets and
Mhm.
that you're always empty. This is a chronic condition
Mhm.
that comes from 3 years old where you have nothing. You have nothing. And you're
Mhm.
showing me the root of this is that I am a target. Like people constantly target you. And you put yourself in
Mhm.
that position because you're walking in front of the bullseye, actually teasing people because a part of your ego likes that. Oh, they're targeting me, therefore I must be important. Do you understand?
I understand, but
Right.
I don't think I want to be important in that in a targeting kind of way.
Not consciously, no. So let's do something.
Uh-huh.
Is it Patty?
Yeah.
Yes. Mhm.
Patty, bring your attention 3
Yes.
fingers below your belly button and in the middle of you.
Mhm.
Keep
Uh-huh.
going. Not there yet.
And he will know if you are there or not.
Don't be lying.
Yeah.
Patty,
Yes.
3 fingers
Yes.
below your belly button in the middle of you. Keep going.
Yes.
Nope. More
Go
towards your
further
back and down.
now.
There. Stay there, Patty.
Okay.
Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. There you go. Feel the change?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Good. Stay in your body, Patty, and keep
Okay.
attention on the rock in front of
I
you.
have it.
Great. And
Okay, I
those
have it.
also who are listening, put your attention on the rock because that's what's transmitting the energy, not me. Now, Patty, say this. I
I
get
get
part of my ego
part of my ego
gets off,
gets
gets
off
off on being a target.
on being a target.
I accept that, I allow it, and I acknowledge it.
I accept, I allow,
Allow.
and acknowledge it.
There we go.
Um,
Stay there, Patty. This is not conscious. Obviously, if it was, you would change it. There you go. My ego's desire
my ego's desire
is to be saved.
is to be safe.
That will prove that I am loved.
That will prove that I am loved.
There you go. Here we go. What's happening?
It feels like a wave coming through me.
Yeah. Good.
And
Good. Feel better?
yes, I do. I feel like like I was carrying a burden and it was released.
So, Patty, there's more work to be done, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the package I'm
Yes.
sharing lots of practices in there for you. Your issue is one of personal responsibility where you want to take it, but you're afraid to take it. Now, that's not conscious, sweetheart. You're a lovely person. And if it was conscious, you would have already done it. But obviously, something's running you beyond your awareness. So
Mm-hmm.
your way of
Correct.
getting attention in this regard is to be a target and penniless. But obviously that strategy is not working. As a child, it probably did, right? Oh, I can't take care of myself. I'm helpless. Look. And people would come forward. And now, not so much. Okay? There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing bad about you. We all have messed up strategies from childhood, past lives that have caused us suffering. Do you understand?
Yes.
Cool. Good. All righty. Let's go to another caller because I'm sure there's a lot of people.
Thank you, Patty.
But keep listening. Honey.
Thank you. I will. Thank you so much.
Good. All right. So now everybody knows what it's like. Thank you, Patty, for
getting slapped around if you don't get specific.
Exactly. All right, Caroline, you want to unmute yourself? Or I can unmute you. There. Yeah, there you go.
There we go. Okay. I'm just with new stuff on my desktop here, working from home. Gratitude. Yeah, blessed to be working from home. That's why I didn't know where to raise the hand here.
No
Hi,
worries.
Colby.
Hello.
Hi, sweetie.
Hi.
We've worked before together a long time ago.
Oh, and we had a couple of sessions?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
How were they?
Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful and reverberating with energy. Thank you.
How may I be of assistance to you, my love?
Okay, so
keep it simple.
I'm resisting losing weight. I know exactly what to do. But I'm making wrong food choices. I'm bored with working at my day job. I want to be outside only. What's the underlying of me not?
So one, I really appreciate the question, and I appreciate it's so succinct and clear, and you're taking responsibility. Here's what's going on that I see, okay? No psychic's 100% accurate. A good psychic tells you what you already know, but you don't know you know, okay? Yeah. I see you at the table trying to work, and I see a lot of food, packaged food, which I don't know if you eat or not eat, could be a metaphor. And you're really bored with work. You hate it. You don't like what you do. And to meet some of those needs, you're eating. When you're outside, you show me a very thin version of yourself. You need a job, a career, a livelihood, where you're in nature, period. You're unhappy working where you're working, and you're not making, and God bless, you have a job, right? Especially at this time, right? God bless, right? But my suggestion would be to move towards that, and your body will reward you with that forward movement. Whatever that looks like, whether you garden, landscape, do a volunteer job, correcting sap, farm bees, whatever it is, you need something where the majority of your time is spent outside, or that time is sacred.
Enough said. I understand.
You understand? Does that feel right to you?
Of course. Yes. Yes.
All right. God bless you. I know you're going to do it. I believe in you.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Caroline. That was, good. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, awesome. Thank you.
Lots of love.
All right, Jennifer. Where are you? All right, go ahead, Jennifer. Yep, there you are. Oh, hi.
Okay, sorry. I have a hard time breathing from my diaphragm. It's like I have a hook in there.
So do you think it's physical?
No, I think it's energetic. I've been to doctors. I had a tube put down my throat.
You are, you show me you're carrying the weight on your back, like these packages, and you look like you're in Saudi Arabia, a desert type of situation. You're wearing this white cloak, and you're carrying these heavy burdens, these packages. I believe I'm looking at a past life. However, a past life is only relevant because it's apparent now. You, my friend, are carrying weight on your back. Let's find out who this is. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Whose weight you're carrying? It's not yours. It's your mother's weight.
Oh,
Mother's. It comes down from your mother's line. Mother's father. Mother's father. Do you know anything about him?
no.
Okay. So could you, my friend, 3 fingers below your belly button, in the middle of you, bring your attention down into that. Oh, that's really great. Nice and settled, calm. You're going to treat yourself with compassion, which is not your strongest wing, right?
No.
You're very willful, very driven, ambitious, but you being compassionate, not so much, okay? So bring your attention down there. There you go. And you're going to say, I get that I accepted
that I accepted
my mother's father's karma.
my mother's father's karma.
I accept that.
I accept that.
I allow it.
I allow it.
And I acknowledge it.
And I acknowledge it.
This is interesting. I am my mother's father.
I am my mother's father.
And me carrying this burden
Was
to help me remember that. Oh, good. There we go. Here we go. There we go. I know I can remember lessons without suffering, without beating myself up, without carrying a burden. Breathe into your diaphragm. How you doing?
Amazing. Swirling.
Good. How's your diaphragm?
I can breathe.
So the energy goes up from your diaphragm and grabs your heart. Like it's circled around your heart. Nothing to worry about physically, it's just uncomfortable. And the reason, in my opinion, not so humble, is that it's time to heal this. That's why it's uncomfortable. Okay? So you're like, oh, why didn't I have this X number of months ago or years ago? Because it's time. Okay? So my suggestion to you is to light a candle and talk to your mother's father, which is you, but a different version of you, and talk to him and make peace with him and let him know you're carrying on the family line in the best way possible. And what I recommend, Jennifer, if I can, is to look at where you're carrying burden. Can you feel that around your shoulders and neck as I said that? Right?
Yeah, it's like a million pounds.
Right, it's like around your neck, right?
Yeah.
Right. And so I can do this, right? And we can do a clearing, but if you keep on, Jennifer, doing what you're doing, taking on other people's burden, which doesn't really help them in the end, right?
Yeah.
The symptoms will come back. Right?
I understand that. Yeah.
So it's not about clearing blocks. It's about changing your mental landscape. And only you can do that. So whose burden are you carrying now in this life? Whose?
Mine.
And?
My mom's.
And?
My mother's father.
And who else? Kids, your husband, your girlfriend, who?
My husband.
There, that's, oh, can you feel that?
Yep.
Right?
Yes.
Right? So you're going to need to reharmonize that relationship.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Good. Anything else about this?
No.
All right.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Thank you, Laura.
You're welcome. You're so cute. I'm so glad we got to see you. Yay. All right. We're going to go to Bonnie. Bonnie's iPad. I'm going to go ahead and unmute you. There you go. Hi, Bonnie.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Hey, Bonnie. Bonnie, before we begin, anytime someone's speaking and we're doing a healing, anyone in the audience can take advantage of it by doing the same steps that I'm telling, in this case, Bonnie to do, or will be telling Bonnie to do. So you can get the benefit as well, but focus on your stone, okay? Hey, Bonnie, what's up?
Okay, so I was doing that and I wasn't sure if I was feeling her clearing out something else or it was my clearing it, because I was, like, I started feeling it in my neck and I was yawning. That's how I, or whatever. Was that mine or was that hers?
Were you focusing on your stone?
No, not that time. I got distracted.
And so that's not yours. That's not yours. That's hers.
So I'm having an issue with that where I think I might have always been this way,
Yeah.
but I've opened up. I'm getting a divorce after 26 years and I've been in whatever. I'm not going to get into all that. But anyway, I'm realizing how sensitive I am. I was in shutdown and now I'm starting to feel. And I feel like I'm feeling other people's things and I'm struggling to stay in my own energy and grounding myself. And I'm I have chronic fatigue. I'm making quotation marks. Like, I don't know if I really have that, but I struggle with my energy big time.
No, you don't actually. You don't struggle with your energy. You struggle with your focus.
Okay.
Your focus, your attention is on everyone but you. And then you're pissed off that no one's paying attention to you.
Okay.
So, Bonnie, you're lovely. You're a lovely being, but you were trained by, imagine, your parents to pay more attention to them than to pay attention to you.
Correct.
You would come into a room and be like, oh, is it safe in there? And you jump psychically into your parents or siblings and see if there was a threat, if there was welcoming. So your tendency is to jump. And what you're being invited to do by spirit is to be in your body. Okay? So the issue is saying, hey, oh, I'm too porous. Oh, my energy's too diffuse. What can I do? There's nothing to do because you're in victim role, right? You're like, oh, this is just the way I am. Squishies, oh, squish, squish. And I'm not making fun of you. I'm like you, sweetheart.
I like you too.
Okay, I'm totally like you. I have this incredible ability, and yet for years I couldn't go outside because everything would just come in. Okay, I couldn't go to IKEA. I couldn't go to Costco. I couldn't go to my boyfriend's mother. Some people were too toxic for me. Their energy was too sharp, right?
Yes.
So the best thing to do, hon, is to do that practice we talked about before, which is to keep your attention 3 fingers below your belly button and in the middle of you. And that brings your attention into your dantian, your still points. There, like that. And notice when you do that, you have an awareness of your low back, which you don't really live in. There you go. Can you feel that?
Yeah. Goosebumps.
Okay. So what we're not doing is shielding or any of that, because that's just going to get you into trouble and get you into fear consciousness. But you are owning the right to be here by being in your body. However, Bonnie, because you're so psychic and so adept, you tend to be used to being into other people's space to sense whether it's okay. And the other issue is that you get a little paranoid because you think that someone's thinking something about you because you tend to be so accurate until you're not. right? Because you trust your ability to go into other people's spaces to assess, but then when you do have transference or projection, you think it's accurate because you've been accurate for so many times. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So the key here is to keep your attention in your body so you know where you are and who you are. Questions about that, Miss Bonnie?
Yeah, it's just a newer experience for me, and I'm really trying to do that, and I'm finding nature is the best place. That's where I feel the most together and the most centered. But I know, but other people's energies, even my kids, I get thrown off. So, and I'm gonna now. Every time I do this with no, okay, no.
Why do you think nature is so powerful for you? It's not because there are less people there. That's not why.
I'm not really sure.
Because when you're in nature, you come into yourself.
Okay, that makes sense.
Right?
Yeah.
Bonnie, if you hold that you can't hold around other people, then you're putting them in control of you. And that is victim consciousness. Whether true or not true, energy tends to follow our consciousness. So if you embrace what I'm saying, you become stronger and your body and energy follows. If you're like, oh, I got to go into the woods and be by myself, then energy will follow. You will become more and more isolated. Because that's what you're telling your energy to do. Bonnie, you get to be with yourself, which is something you want and are scared to do. And I have immense respect and admiration for you taking that journey.
Thank you.
Does it resonate what I'm saying to you, hon?
It does resonate what you're saying to me.
Okay.
It's just tools to do it, because I've already set that thing that I need to be in nature, and I isolated myself more in the last several years, and that I felt like you said, going to Costco or going to a mall, that's always been a nightmare for me. So to reverse that, to change that whole mindset is, a little bit overwhelming.
Right. So true spirituality is not easy. There is no easy button when it comes to this. In fact, be very suspicious of the easy button.
Yeah.
And most probably you never really embodied. You probably came into the world, you're a little baby, you looked around and you're like,
I'm out.
oh, people are messed up. And so you kept the doors to the other world open. And so you've been traveling back and forth, weakening your body and not really have a sense of presence here. So I have had what you have.
Okay.
I have had it. And it is manageable, but it's going to require you to, and in the package, there are lots of practices to help you come into yourself. People fry their nervous systems, which is what you're talking about, because they brought too much energy in. They were never in to begin with. Or they brought more energies in than they can handle. They filled their cup too much, and now the nervous system is going, no!
This is exactly what it feels like.
Okay. So now you're going to take responsibility for yourself and keep your attention in your middle as much as you can, and you'll see a difference.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to be sharing more practices that I'm sure are relevant to you.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Blessing.
Thank you, Bonnie. That was awesome. I can definitely relate. Definitely. But you can do it. That's for sure. You can do it.
Totally do it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to go to Claire. Claire Sabatier.
Oh, yes. Yes,
Hi.
I'm here.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hi. Yes. Hi. I'm just going to put you.
Oh, there she is.
Awesome.
Hi, Claire.
Hi.
Hi.
Yes, I started following Colby very recently. I love his work.
Oh,
I've been
good.
doing the still point practice so much. So much. I absolutely love it. And also the other practice about ground, center, gather, and align.
You were
I love
on
that
the
one.
free Corona call,
Yes.
which, by the way,
Yeah,
there's
I
a free
absolutely love it.
Corona overwhelm call this Saturday I'm doing, if you guys want to do it.
We'll be on it, definitely. So my question, short and sweet, would be: I have a pain injuries. It's been 5 years, and I've done, I think, almost everything
Where's the
possible and
pain?
imaginable. Right knee, right wrist with right forearm, and left back. And I've done clearings, osteopaths, herbs, stretching.
Right.
And it happened during actually my gym practices. And it was a sign to stop because I just burned out. Since then, put weight on, stop doing any physical practices. And for me, it's very important to be in my body.
Oh, I hear
So
you, sister.
it's
So here's what I see. As you're speaking. Is that okay?
okay.
So I see
Yes.
you walking around, and I see your right leg get stuck in a hole. And then the hole kind of comes around the leg and pulls you down into the ground, into a cave. And you're looking around in the cave, which is your subconscious. And there's something in your subconscious that wants attention. And you're going for a walk now, and I see like a dark castle, kind of like the Disney thing at the beginning of the movies. And you're going into the dark castle, and you see a version of yourself in the dark castle in the dining room, it looks like. And you're looking at this version of yourself. Let's see what she has to say. She comes out of the dark castle, and she looks at you, she greets you, you sit down. And this is a larger version of yourself. Oh, there we go. I get that this larger version of myself wants my attention. And that is her hand on my right knee.
And that's her hand on my right knee.
I accept that, I allow it, and I acknowledge it.
I accept it and allow it and acknowledge it.
Stay in your still point, honey. There we go. How are you doing?
Just feel like an emotion coming up and loads of energy as well. I feel tingling.
I get.
I'm
about to turn this black, blue, inky substance.
That I'm about to turn. Did you say turn? This
black, blue.
This black, blue, inky
substance into
substance.
Into pink unicorn energy.
Into pink unicorn energy.
There we go. And if you want some pink unicorn energy, you can say the same thing. How you doing?
There's something coming up very strong from deep, very deep.
Yes.
Like,
focus on your rock.
Yeah.
Everyone
Yes.
focus on your rock.
Yes.
Rock is going to help you.
Okay. I'm really hot.
Well, that's if I were straight, that would be a good thing for me, but thank you.
Thank you to you.
Absolutely.
I actually didn't get a single word of what you said.
That's okay. Don't worry about it. It's all good.
Okay,
It
cool.
was inappropriate, so don't worry about it.
Did we fix only the right knee, or also
No,
the
no,
right?
no. Stop getting greedy, Claire. Just stay in your body.
Okay.
Stop being greedy. Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
Thank you.
Stay there.
See you soon.
So what's happening, and Claire, you're going to stay focused. You're going down to the depths of yourself, acknowledging what's there, and allowing it to transform by moving through you into the upper regions. Yeah. As opposed to going up and out of yourself to bring in more etheric energy, you're going into the darkness to transform it. It's very shamanic.
I get it.
Okay, Claire, go like this.
Do you have
Claire, go like this. Pull your head back as if your mouth is straight and open your mouth. Up, not towards the screen. Up. Everyone, focus on your rock. Focus on your rock, everyone. Don't want Claire's goodie. How you doing, Claire?
I feel lighter.
Good. So here's the lesson here. You need to deal with your darkness more. Your hatred, your anger, your loathing. As spiritual types, we tend to avoid that and ignore it and act more awakened than we are. You're this part of you, the part that's got her hand on your knee. It's the same issue throughout all the pain you were talking about. Is a version of yourself trying to get your attention to transform some of this dark energy. That says to me, you don't deal with your anger or your hatred. You push it down. And I invite you to not be nice. Because it's part of being human. It also says to me, you're not nice to yourself.
Yes, sir.
Right? And I get, because I love physical activity too. I get how disabling it can be to not be able to work out. I totally get it. I have compassion for you. Anything else about that, Claire?
Any particular practices to transform darkness?
Yeah, there's a practice called Anvil Head in the package.
Okay,
I'll talk more about the package at some point. That would be a good one for you.
Okay.
All right. Claire, it was lovely it was lovely working with you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. See you soon. Bye.
Thank you, Claire.
Thank you.
All right, Destiny, you're up.
That's a big name to live up to.
Mm-hmm. Destiny, you want me to unmute you? I'll unmute you. Hello?
Hi.
Hi, where are you?
Hey. Hey.
Hi, Destiny.
It was really weird. I was feeling a pain on the left side of my back of my neck, and it moved to my lower spine.
When we were working?
Yeah, while we're all talking.
Were you focused on your rock?
Probably not.
Right. So focus on your rock.
And everything that was happening.
Focus on your rock, Destiny. Focus. There you go. Notice that's recalibrating you.
Yes, it is.
There you go. Feel better?
Yes.
So Destiny, that says to me that you're not used to keeping your attention in your body and your attention on yourself. That also says to me, when I look, it comes from early childhood. like maybe day 2 of your life, that you never fully like landed. And that's a problem because your body is your tool in this reality. And if you're not in it, you're not present. If you're not in it, you can't really enjoy pleasure. In fact, pleasure is scary because it brings you into your body, and in your body is a lot of trauma. Not any more than anyone else, Destiny. Okay? But if your lessons and karma are anywhere, they're in your body. And by not being in your body, you're avoiding your lessons and your karma. And as spiritual types, that's a dirty word. You're avoiding your lessons and karma. Now, you're very gifted about being up and out, but you don't need that. You don't need more of that. You need more of down and in. You need to know your body is your partner in this life, that your body comes first. You need to know that the earth is your best friend, not the constellation, not the universe, but the earth. You need to know you're welcomed here. Do you understand, Destiny?
I do. Yes.
How do you feel?
I feel grounded in my body. And it actually feels warm and nice. It actually feels warm and nice.
Nice. So Destiny, can you put your hand, one hand on your heart and the other hand on your solar plexus? And just breathe. And just say, I, Destiny, live here.
I, Destiny, live here.
This is the most important incarnation.
This is the most important incarnation.
I relinquish all commitments to other incarnations.
All incarnations.
Good enough.
I'm sorry, I lost track.
That was perfect. That was better. That was better than what I said. That was better. That was good. You're in tune. Okay? Destiny, if you're going to liberate, you're going to have to liberate in that body. You don't liberate outside the body. This is the body, not a past body, not a future body, not nobody. We don't want to leave our bodies. We want to do it with our bodies, with pleasure that's pleasing. I don't know about you, but I don't want to drop my body before I need to. How you doing, Destiny?
I'm okay. I'm doing good.
Good.
Thank
All right,
you.
people. I'll share more practices that are relevant to you, I believe. Blessings and love, my friend.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Focus
Destiny.
on your rocks. Focus on your rocks.
He read you like a book. Oh my God.
Yes, he did.
You didn't
Yes,
even
he
have
did.
to ask a
Thank
question.
you.
That was awesome. Good.
No, I didn't even ask a question. Wow.
Yeah. Good. Thank you. Good? Yeah. Awesome.
Good.
Good.
Thank you.
Okay, good. All right. Anybody else have any questions before we talk about the special offer? We can take a few more questions. Just raise your hand or just unmute yourself if you do have a question. So Angela, go ahead. I can unmute you, Angela. One sec. No, I can't. Oh, there you go. Go ahead.
You can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Great.
We can't see you, Angela. And I know you have a webcam.
Yes, I do. I was just trying to get out of.
Haven't seen you in a while, like your face in a while.
I know. I'm hiding.
Mm-hmm.
but I can do the video.
Ah, there she is. Awesome. Good. Yay. Glad you're here. On video.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Yes.
All right. So what's your question?
So my question
Hmm.
is, I have recurring issues. One with taxes and another with a lawsuit.
So pick the most important one.
Let's
Oh,
get
the
going.
taxes. That's
Come on. Let's go through. What's your question?
the taxes.
The
When
taxes.
I think I've completed it, it comes back. It comes back. This morning I got another bombshell. So
I can't
it's
hear
now
you.
2 years running.
Yeah. So she's having issues with the
Okay.
with taxes and the government, right, Angela?
Yeah.
And what do you
Right.
want?
What do you want, Angela?
I need to get this thing sorted.
Sorted. What does sorted mean? I'm just clarifying for Colby.
Yeah, you know what I'm going for.
What does sorted mean, Angela?
I need to clear it, and I don't want it to keep coming back because there's also a lot of corruption.
So
Mhm.
pay your taxes. You show me you're at the kitchen table looking at these forms and you're overwhelmed and you keep on putting them down and putting them away. And instead of just getting it done or hiring a lawyer and taking direct action, you keep on getting overwhelmed and putting it down. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So if you can't get yourself to do it, then you need to hire a CPA or a lawyer and give it to them to do. Why? Does that sound right to you?
Well, it does, but part of the problem is that the tax officers themselves are a challenge.
I didn't get that.
With each submission, the tax officers themselves expect cuts.
Alara, I can't understand.
I can't get that either. Sorry. It's cutting out. You keep cutting out, so we're not getting the whole message. Oh, so turn off your video. Now that Colby's seen you, we don't need your video. Maybe that will help.
That will be
with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If not,
Each time we try to solve it, the tax officers themselves require cuts, and that's why I was saying it's a corrupt system.
Oh, so they require like a bribe or something, and that's why you're saying it's corrupt.
Yes.
Ah, got it. Okay.
Yes, I want to get it. Yeah.
So it's like you want to get it done, but you keep getting obstacle after obstacle, and people wanting more and more money from you, right?
Yes.
there is a man, he's a professional, he's got a briefcase, you need to bring him in. He's a white man, he's got dark hair, parted to the side. He's got kind of an analytical brain, he's soft-spoken. You need to look for him and hire him.
Okay.
Okay, he's thin-built, he's about 5'11", thinning hair, but to the side, brown eyes, nice guy, soft-spoken.
Okay.
Look for him.
I'll do that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
you,
Heidi plots if she doesn't go.
What's that?
Heidi Ogre needs to go. She's about to plots. Plots is crap in Yiddish. So can we do Heidi before she plots us?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Angela. Yeah, good. Yeah, Heidi, you didn't raise your hand or anything, but let me see if I can find you again. You want me to unmute you, Heidi? I'll go ahead and unmute you, okay? There you go. Hello.
Hello. I didn't know how to raise my hand, but I'm with you, and I kind of zero in on the lady that said maybe I'm more advanced than I think I am. There's maybe something in my past that holds me back because I'm retired and I'm a widow and I do volunteer work, but right now I can't because the palliative care is closed right now.
So what's your question, honey?
My question is, I never got along with the men in my life very well. And I wonder if that's something to do with my past because I tried everything to make it work. And I think maybe there's another partner in there somewhere.
And what's his name, your partner, present partner?
Well, I don't have a partner since 9 years.
Oh, so you're wanting me to guide, and you're wondering, do you have something in you that's preventing you from attracting this awesome dude? Is that correct?
Right.
Great, let me look. What's up with Miss Heidi and attracting a man? So you're at a table in a restaurant, you're waiting for some dude, and he never shows up. So the idea is that you're holding is men do not show up for me. I show up, I'm ready, I'm available, but they don't show up. Do you understand?
Yes and no, because I haven't made myself available for.
You are present, you're at the dinner table, you're like, the thought is that men don't show up. I can't be met. So bring your attention into your still point, 3 fingers below your belly button in the middle of you. And if you have partner problems, you may want to do this as well. I get, I may be holding, that men don't show up for me.
The men don't show up for me.
I get that, I accept it, and I allow it.
I get that, I accept it, and I allow it.
And if they do show up,
And if they do show up,
I need to leave.
I need to leave.
There we go. Here it is. There you go. What's happening, honey?
Feels lighter than before. Seems like I'm a little more lighter than I was before. It's not a burden anymore.
So on one hand, there's this men don't show up. But what's bigger is if they do show up, someone's in front of me, I got to hightail it out of there because I'm afraid. I am afraid of being met. Like, it's terrifying. Like, here I am. I'm what you want. Holy crap. You could rip me apart if I open to you. Do you understand?
Yeah.
What's happening now?
It's kind of a new discovery.
What's happening in your body?
It's a little shaky.
Yeah. Just be with that. To really be met brings us back to our original trauma with our parents. If I couldn't trust my parents to love me unconditionally, how can I trust you? There you go. Can you feel that?
Yes.
It's coming out of your heart now. And I get these sensations are really uncomfortable and scary. But just allow them. Just like you would on a roller coaster. Just don't fight the roller coaster. Just enjoy the ride.
Okay.
Don't tighten. You're tightening around your chest. What's happening?
My chest is still a little stuck.
Yes. Notice you're resisting the release. You're tightening around it. Just like you, there you go. Now you got a little movement. What's happening now?
Now it feels like something is moving.
Yeah. So you just hang out with that while we talk. You keep your attention on you and your body. Okay?
Okay.
You're a lovely person. You're just afraid of love, as many of us are. And if anyone knows about like giving in to love, it would be Alara.
Mm-hmm.
Know about this, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
Thank you, Heidi.
You know,
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. I think I saw somebody waving frantically. Violet. Go ahead, Violet, I'll unmute you, okay? There you go. We can't hear you, unfortunately. Okay. No, sorry, we can't hear you. There's something wrong with your mic, unfortunately. Nope. So you figure it out, you work on it, I'll go to Julie, okay, in the meantime? All right, Julie. I saw, there she is. I'll go ahead and unmute you. Oh, there you go. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Thank you for choosing me. And I I wanted to ask a question about if, there's a way for, I do know that, I have a lot of karma with my husband, and we've been together a long time, and since 91 actually. So, and we've been through a lot because he had gotten sick, and
I'm a psychic.
I wonder if we can find our way back to some harmony.
Stop. I don't need to know much. In fact, I don't want to.
Sorry, I know.
And so Julie, okay. Julie, I would recommend that you pull off to the side of the road anyways, okay, to have the conversation, because
I will.
Yeah.
Don't be driving. Don't be driving, Julie.
Sorry, no, I was just.
She's always driving when she's on these calls.
No, I'm not always. That was when I was coming home from work, but right now, I was on my way to just get to some groceries, because that's all I go is to the grocery store.
Mm-hmm. Julie, are you pulled over?
Yes, I pulled over.
All right. Ask your succinct question, please.
Okay. I wonder if I'm working on, I'm working on my relationship and improving my relationship by trying to remain neutral and non-reactive, especially since everybody's in such close quarters, the kids, the teenagers. And I wonder if, my husband and I will find our way back to, some common grounds, because
Stop you. Okay.
We've come apart.
Julie, I'm stopping you. Okay. So one, I don't do a lot. So just to explain, Julie, you're very lovely. I don't do story. The story comes with a lot of toxicity. I don't do it. So in terms of like, will you make it with your husband? That's anyone's guess, because any psychic it's giving away your power to ask for a future reading. And future readings are only as good as the consciousness that you maintain. You change your consciousness, the future reading changes. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. If you're asking me what can I do during this time that would help me anchor into myself and make me more loving and compassionate, that's a great question. Would you like me to answer that question?
Yes, okay. Absolutely.
I'll answer
I
that
know
question.
That.
Your husband is very apprehensive of putting his heart out there in front of you. You, on the other hand, put your heart in front of you, actually two of them, two hearts, and your husband doesn't buy it. Your husband is very reticent with you. The more you go towards him, the more he doesn't trust you, because he feels like you're trying to do something to him. Your husband in this case is the sensitive. You are not. You are the aggressor, pushing your love on him, which is really not love, it's need. So my recommendation is to say to him, honey, I'm really working on myself. And I've recognized that instead of loving you, I've been pushing on you my love. And I'm going to stop doing that. I'm here. I'm available to you. And I love you. And I'm going to stay over here. And he's going to be like, what? Huh? And he's not going to believe it for a day or two. And you're going to demonstrate it by staying with yourself and staying in yourself, loving you. Nothing's more sexy than somebody loving themselves.
Yeah, I have been working on that.
Do you understand?
I'm sorry, I missed that last thing that you just said.
You have to give up trying to get him and secure your relationship.
Yeah, I mean, I may be coming off that way, but I'm trying to just, keep, I just want to maintain some kind of stability and peace and come out of the tumultuous state that we've gotten into when, he got sick and things changed.
Right, so stay, as opposed to trying to change your relationship, and make your relationship happen. That's called controlling.
Right.
Stay with yourself and love him from where you are. So bring your attention into your still point, Julie.
Mm-hmm.
You're not there, Julie.
I'm trying to to the center point, and I'm trying to feel grounded. I have a problem too sometimes leaving the body, like you were saying to
yeah, Julie.
the caller earlier.
Julie, you're lovely, but you must have some patience with you. Okay, I have patience with you. I'm good. Just bring your 3 fingers below your belly button in the middle of you. It's real simple, real easy. Imagine like an eyeball down there, and look through that eyeball. You're so rushing around trying to get shit done that you're losing the fun of life.
You're right.
Okay? My mother was a great mother, and she got me fed and got me in class and all that, got me special reading classes because, whatever. But she forgot to have fun with her children. She missed it.
Yeah, I'm a teacher myself. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bring your attention down, Julie. There you go. And just hang out there. Stop trying to make your life happen. Stop trying to get along with people. As soon as you try to get along with somebody, you're giving away your power. You're saying yes to stuff that you do not agree to. Really.
I know. I'm a Libra. I try to, avoid confrontation.
Stop identifying yourself with something. You identify, you cement that identity. Stop.
That's true.
Waiting story, Julie. There you go. Hang out there, Julie. Now, I keep on curbing you because I see where your ego's going. I'm trying to bring you into your spirit. There you go. Feel the solidness?
Yes, I feel the difference. Absolutely.
Yeah. So from here, you don't need him to be any particular way. You can enjoy him.
Right, except, things for what they are.
Right, and within that is joy.
Yes. And being in the moment.
Right. As opposed to trying to get some sort of future reading to base your ego on, oh, it's going to all be okay. You know how many times I went to psychics in my 20s and they told me my boyfriend's coming? And 6 months and I'd be all excited. And 6 months would pass and no boyfriend. And then a year later. Right. Helps to keep you, whatever, on your diet or whatever, but it appeals to the ego. It appeals to your mind.
It does. Like when they say, oh, you're gonna be rich, you're gonna make all this money. Yeah, yes. I get it.
It's bullshit. Sorry, Alara, it's bullshit.
No, I hear you.
Right,
yes,
so
absolutely.
You're gonna be in your body and in the moment and stop pushing your agenda. If God or whatever sees fit that this relationship is not in you or your husband's best interest, it'll end, and that's okay. That's glorious. Surrender. And talk less, Julie. You're lovely. If you're talking a lot, you're in your ego. Talk less.
Interesting. Nobody ever said that to me before. Thank you very much.
I'm sorry, I don't want to come across as offensive. I get I'm a Jewish New Yorker, and I tend to but, right?
No, I get it. I'm a Jersey girl.
All right. Blessings to you. Love you.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Julie. Now you can go to your grocery store. Good?
Yes, very good. Thank you.
Stay listening on the call, okay?
Oh, of course. Absolutely.
Awesome.
Thank you so much. I very much appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you, Julie.
And honest. Okay. Thanks, Laura.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Let me mute.
Hey, Julie, find a rock and focus on your rock. Okay? Because you're focusing on me and I could feel it and it's uncomfortable. Okay? So if you don't have a rock driving, Julie, then imagine a rock. Okay? Thank you, Julie. That's helpful for me. Okay?
Awesome. Sorry, all right, Violet, how's it going? Were you able to fix your mic? I think so, because I heard you earlier.
Oh, hi.
There you go. Yeah, perfect.
Yay, Violet.
Hi. I go through some really severe pain with my back. I have a back injury, and I just have a really hard time. And I'm having a hard time. I just lost my Great Dane a couple of days ago, and I'm having a hard time in situation. I just
Which one of
don't know
those do
how
you want to focus
on. My back, I think.
Yeah.
on? Okay, where on your back does it hurt?
Oh yeah,
Where?
just my lower. Yeah.
Where?
Oh, my whole my whole lower back. I broke my back in a couple of places, and I was a security guard, and I was run over by a truck, and ooh,
This is all about teaching you balance. I see you on a high beam,
okay.
learning balance. And this is a ramification of being out of balance and paying that one price and learning to balance. Where are you out of balance?
Maybe relationship.
With?
My partner, maybe that's it. Reggie.
What? Reggie. Show me Reggie. No, I think Reggie's okay. I think you're out of balance. Wait. I think actually Reggie helps you to stay in balance, actually.
Oh,
With
good.
Reggie, you are walking on the straight and narrow of this. Food, you're off balance. You definitely don't drink enough water. You're off balance. With
Yeah, I know.
With your exercise routine, you're off balance. With your family, your mother, your father, you're way off balance. These are where you're off balance. I would start with your personal self-care routine.
Okay.
Do you understand? So
Yeah.
why are you not taking care of yourself so good?
Actually, I've gone totally vegan, but I've slipped up with eating chips and cheese and stuff like that instead of shaking
Your
up my.
body doesn't like the vegan stuff, by the way. Your body's not a fan.
Oh.
The veganness throws your body off balance, throws you off balance.
I can't eat meat. I can't eat meat.
Just telling you, the body's
Yeah.
requesting.
That's interesting because I'm so against cruelty of animals that I just can't go there anymore. But maybe I need to up something more protein up.
No, it's about you need fish and you need chicken, and you could buy cruelty-free products. And what's happening is right now you're not referencing your body. You're all in your mind. So bring your attention into your still point, 3 fingers below your belly button.
Okay.
There we go. Good. How does that feel?
Okay, I'm just real tired.
Yeah. And so so say this, I apologize to you, body.
Apologize to my body.
For not listening.
For not listening.
For making up.
For making up.
What I think you want.
What I think you want.
I get you are my partner.
You're my partner.
Notice you don't even believe that.
Believe that?
No, notice you don't believe that, Violet.
Okay.
You hear me?
Yeah.
The body's really pissed off.
Yeah, I pushed myself way too hard.
Right, and you're pushing yourself with this vegan thing too.
Oh, okay.
So go back in your body, Violet.
Okay.
Your body's acting out because it's trying to get your attention, and you don't care. You just want to go back to the way things were. Your body is trying to help you ascend, and you are missing out on its cues. I understand not wanting to kill animals because it's gross and awful. But if that's what your body wants.
Yeah, I will work with that.
So I want you to, as opposed to taking my advice, which is very disempowering, feel your body. And then bring the concept of like tofu to your body and see how that feels to your body.
Okay.
What is what tofu feels like. Now, bring like a piece of salmon to your body. And notice what that feels like. There you go. Feel that. What does that feel like?
Yes.
What does it feel like?
Well, I could probably do fish.
I didn't ask you that. What does it
Yeah.
feel like to have your body have fish within it?
It feels okay with that.
No, you're in your head. Be in your body.
I think my body's real confused with all the pain I'm in.
No, it's not. You are confused, not your body. You're scared to be in it,
Mm-hmm.
right? And you have devoted yourself to being elevated, but you haven't done it through the body. And your body's like, hello, you came to me. Hello, hi. And you're like, okay, I'm going to have cruelty-free.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, your body's like, oh, please, I'm starving.
Yeah, I've been on a diet too. That's, yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Awesome. Thank you, Violet. Glad you got your mic working. Yay. All right, everyone. That was awesome. So many wonderful revelations, I'm going to say, you know, and different perspectives, I think, for some of us, right, on what we're experiencing and what our body's experiencing, as opposed to our ego and what our ego wants and what our body wants. Sometimes totally different things. It's like, yeah, I need to talk to my body more. I need to be more in my body. So how many of us are, you know, recognizing that we are not in our body, that we're in our head, and that we're out there, you know, so much, you know, and not in our body as much as we need to be, you know. And sometimes, like Colby just said, our body is our partner. It's our partner in this lifetime, in this incarnation. Everything we do through the body, with the body. And sometimes we just don't give it the value that it deserves and requires. And I'm the worst when I come to that. I'll be honest. I'm better, but it's like, oh, I'm still bad at that too.
You know, if we go to the New Age bookstore, your local New Age bookstore, you'll see people there who are wizened. They are not healthy looking people. They are gray, they are thin or heavy set. However, if you go to REI or a camping store, you see these people who are robust with muscle tone and color. Why is that? Because the people at REI have a relationship with their body. And the people at the bookstore are up and out.
Yeah, for sure.
And for the most part, don't like it here, and so choose to live in the upper realms. But the people I see and the people most healers see, their main complaint is about their body. It's not about I don't feel connected to my God or my guides. It's about my body's not working. But they keep on pursuing the same ascended technology.
Yeah.
And it just worsens people's conditions. Anyway.
Yeah, no, it's so true. But that's what we've been taught and conditioned for so long, right? That's how we ascend, is by going up there, connecting to our higher self, connecting to our guides, connecting to the galactics, and, you know, not really paying that much attention to the body. But it's shifting, it's changing for sure. And so it's important to recognize, though, that when we do have issues with the body, we have to work through the body. You know, we have to do the work through the body, right?
Well, that's where all your learning is. That's where your karma is. Yeah. All your lessons are in the body.
Yeah, exactly. Awesome. Good. Thank you. So let's take a few minutes and talk about the special offer. Colby mentioned it a few times. So for those of you who are on the live page, you can just click on special offer. And those of you who are not, you can go to alara.at/show/Colby4. So that's alara.at/show/Colby4. So Colby, let's talk about the special offer. There are two live Zoom calls as well as I think 6 MP3s.
Correct. It starts off with a ceremony, which is a live call, where we form a cooperative relationship with our body. We bring our spirit and our body together. So we don't have the effects that we've seen a lot, digestive issues, back pain, inability to go outside, be with people, overwhelmed with energy. It's a ceremony. It's a lot of energy where we make this co-creation, this binding. We apologize to the body for our misdeeds. We weave ourselves back into the tapestry of the living. Many of us are isolated, living alone, living out, and we want to weave ourselves back into the tapestry. And then we go into the first recording is Welcome to the Matrices. So there are a bunch of guides around us, which allows me to get your information. And I will welcome you into the matrices so that learning is effective and efficient for you. It is a classroom, perfect for your integration of the information. And the second MP3 is The Body Comes First, making our body the #1 priority. Your business is to make yourself happy first, not somebody else.
Yeah.
Because if you do, then you betray yourself. I teach a bunch of different exercises to help you anchor back into the body. The next MP3 is the Energy Triage, where, okay, you've taken in all these energies. You sat at the feet of many gurus. You've had these meditations, and all that energy now is fighting, or it's too much. And we start to siphon through those energies, determining what is perfect for you, and clearing up your misdeeds, anchoring you back into your body, clearing out your matrices, getting rid of renegade guides. Because every time you sit with somebody, you pick up beings that are like, oh, she's interesting, I'll work with her. And maybe these are beings you do not want to work with. And so you're pulled in different directions by different guides. So I want to coordinate that whole effort and put you under a master teacher. Then we go to another MP3 called Mr. Clean, cleaning you up. One of the practices I teach is your solar plexus belt, which is your boundary between you and everyone else. So you can go to IKEA, so you can go to Costco, so you can go to your mother-in-law and feel secure because you have a beginning and an end. You're no longer overwhelmed by others' thoughts and energies. Then we go to Best Friend, the Earth, which is another MP3, which is where you make the Earth your best friend and accept your identity as walking Earth consciousness. Sure, you're cosmic, but you're also Earth. And the more you own that, the more the Earth will come up, ground you, and give you prosperity, help you to thrive. It's this Earth energy that gets your body to work again, not cosmic, Earth. And finally, we go to, the last MP3 is Feel Good at Any Time in Any Moment, where I teach you a bunch of practices where you can shift pretty much instantly when you find yourself triggered to bring you back into your best self. And finally, the last is a Q&A live session where you get to ask me any questions about any of the practices, what you're doing, how you can do them better, so that you are confident that you can walk out with this arsenal of practices into the world and be your best self. The preface of Ascension Redemption is that you've overwhelmed your system, either by pursuing too much spirituality, you've never embodied, or maybe you're a mom or a dad who's so used to taking care of everyone else that you have not taken care of yourself. So your body is saying, hey. So this is the package where you can redeem yourself of ascending too far, too fast, or taking care of other people, or because you never really embodied and have never really felt safe here. And it's special offer, right? This would normally go for $1,000, is the amount of work that's in it. And it's like $99, is that right?
97. 97.
97.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's awesome. And like just Colby just said that so many of us, we need this. We really need this. You know, if like for myself, I never fully embodied, I know that. And I'm never fully in my body, I know that. Right. And I don't put myself first. You know, I've always put everybody else first. I've gotten better, but you know, it's different. And you know, sometimes, you know, we have pushed ourselves too much doing the spiritual because we thought that was the right thing to do, you know, especially if you're in this community, like in the spiritual community, that's what we're told. Get the next best activation, the next best healing, the next best thing, you know, and we've done so much of that. And I think sometimes all of those energies, they stop working because you're not able to embody them, right? You're not in the body and you're not taking care of the body and you're just, you know, not getting it, right? So this package will help you to be more grounded in the body. And it's you know, it's really not, it's not just about being grounded in the body, but recognizing that your body is your partner. You know, your body is your partner in this lifetime, in this incarnation, and you cannot live fully, prosperously without it. And
you know, I think you start changing yourself. You're much more embodied than you were a couple of years ago, Laura. And
yeah.
I can perceive that.
Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we do a lot of work and we are changing, we are evolving, but we cannot forget the body, right? We have to include it. And so so like Colby was saying, there are lots of practices in these MP3s, as well as the, probably practices during the Zoom calls as well, right? That will assist you to have that best life, right? To be your best self and create that life that you desire, have more ease, especially in your body as well, right? So thank you for that. Oh, Violet, I love seeing your horse. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, beautiful. I love that. Kiss from me to your horse. Oh, that's just beautiful, Caroline. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you. All right, anybody?
Mustang.
Oh, go ahead, Violet. Oh.
I adopted a Mustang.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Good
Thank
for
you so
you.
much.
Beautiful. Good. All right. So anybody have any other questions for Colby today? For somebody who has not had a chance to ask a question yet. If you have a question, speak now. And if you know, if anybody else has a follow-up, please.
Can I
ahead.
ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead, Sherry.
Hi. I would like to know why I am blind.
Wow.
That's a big one.
That's a great question.
Yep.
Yeah, Sherry, so the first image that comes to me is the other day there was a dead rat on my deck when I walked out of my kitchen. And I'm like, why is there a dead rat and it was killed by a cat? I assume it was killed by a cat. I'm like, what does that mean? And then my being said to me, why shouldn't a rat be dead on your deck? With every garden, there must be a little rain. Does that make sense? So, there is, when we come into the planet, there is karma that we adopt. And I don't believe there's any sort of punishment or anything like that. It's just, why does stuff happen? Because it happens. Just like the rat died, like it has to die somewhere. Why not here? If that is, you understand, Sherry?
Acceptance.
Yeah. So how are you doing with your acceptance of being blind?
I think I do okay with it. I'm just making sure that I'm doing all that I am meant to do with this blindness. I guess is if there's anything. I guess, wow, I did not realize I was feeling like I was being punished, but obviously I guess I do on some level.
Well, that question kind of resonates with that, right?
Yeah, it does.
So where does that go in you when you contemplate that?
Well, it's good that I'm aware of that because that falls into victim mode.
When you bring your attention into your body, and you think, wow, I must feel like I'm being punished for being blind. In your body, what comes up? Where is the charge in your body around that?
Well, in my heart, that makes me very sad.
Yeah. And so if you follow that into your heart, what's there?
In my heart is peace.
Okay. And there's a star. Can you see the star that I see that's in your heart? It's a star, yellow star with a big smile.
Sure.
And just bring your attention to that. And notice as you bring your attention to that, there's also a lot of sadness. Like a lot of grief.
Yeah.
Which may have to do with you being blind or something else, or we don't know. It doesn't matter. But there's a lot of sadness of being, for lack of a better word, persecuted. And Sherry, I want you to hear me. I'm really sorry that you were persecuted. Try to take that in. What happened to you should not have happened. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Just be with that star and be present that there's a lot of grief here. And that's okay. You okay, honey?
Yep.
I
know there's a lot of grief there in my body, and I don't even know why. That's why I'm asking. If,
yeah, you know what? If you need to know why, it'll come to you. But a lot of times our ego wants to know why so it can perpetuate it. You know, there's this big game that healers play of constantly getting clients to dig stuff out. There's always one more wound. And once you resolve that wound, then you'll feel better. But it's also like an addiction, constantly digging at yourself, as opposed to being with yourself and sitting in well-being. I'm so sorry. We who are on this call are so sorry you were alone. Can you allow us to be there? Not to take it from you, but just we're witnessing you. Because that's all anyone wants, really, is to be witnessed. Not for me to do it for you or to take over. There we go, it's starting to turn. Good, how are you?
Okay.
Good. Can you say more?
Thank you.
Okay, so Myra's suggestion is you keep focusing on that and just being with it. Okay?
Okay.
Good. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sherry. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Awesome. All right, cool. Anybody else? It's like, so many wonderful questions, so many, you know, different scenarios and different situations coming up for everybody. And it's just interesting because it's like, it makes you recognize and know that, you know, we're all going through something, we're all experiencing something, and that we're not alone, right? We are all in this together, we really are. And that we can be here to support each other, we can be here to witness, and we can be here just to accept each other and appreciate all of our journeys. I was going to say struggles, but all of our journeys, right? And so I know that a lot of us can relate and resonate with each other quite a bit. I know I resonated with quite a few of you. It's like, thank you so much for being brave and vulnerable and coming on the call and sharing and asking for help. You know, how often do we not, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm so glad that you all did. Destiny says, yeah, this was a great call. Thank you, Colby. We love you. Yes, this was awesome. And I just, I just love how Colby really got to the core of your thing, Destiny, without even having to ask the question. I love that. All right, so if nobody has any more questions, he did not play. Yeah, he did not play. No, he did not. He's like, let's go here. This is it.
One thing, during this time where a lot of us are forced into our houses and socially isolated, it is a wonderful time. And regardless of what the coronavirus wants and people are channeling it, there is an opportunity here for us to sit with ourselves and get to know ourselves.
Yeah.
And at the same time, to experience our connection with all of humanity and the earth. Please, and there's an incredible amount of accelerated energy available. There is a change afoot. And as opposed to getting overwhelmed and caught into the news machine, you can stay with yourself, meditate, calm, and be what this planet needs, which is a point of light. I am doing a free call on Saturday at 1 o'clock Pacific to help people with their sense of overwhelm, to bring them back into their hearts. If you're interested, Laura can send that out, or you can contact me.
Awesome. Yeah, I will include that in the email on Saturday for sure, definitely. So I'll get that information from Colby and I will include it in the email so you all can join. Colby, do you have a few more minutes? There's like a few more people that have like questions. Mina, where are you? Oh, sorry, Mina. Hold on 1 second, Mina. Bongi kept raising her hand, or like.
No worries.
Yeah, go ahead, Bongi. We'll go to you first. Go ahead, Bongi. Maybe. She's trying. No? All right, go ahead, Mina.
I just wanted to ask, because I'm experiencing Hashimoto's, I wanted to know what the lesson is behind that.
Well, one, I don't agree with the lesson concept.
Okay.
Right, and I'll tell you why. Somebody made that up. Right? So the thought is, in the New Age community, if I learn my lesson, these symptoms will go.
Yeah. Okay.
As opposed to what is the opportunity.
All
like,
right.
What's the lesson of the coronavirus? Who knows? You can talk to some channeler. Who knows? But there is an opportunity here to us to reflect on our lives, sit with ourselves in our isolation, get to know ourselves. Okay? So the opportunity with Hashimoto's, let me look. You tend to be a little wary. You're showing me a door and you're looking out the window of the door, looking if anyone's there. And then you open the door and you see no one is out there. And then you close the door and you're looking out the window, waiting for someone to come. You understand?
Yep.
Are you still there?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What does that mean? What I just seen?
Maybe that's to do with support. I'm not sure.
You're waiting for someone to come who is
waiting for someone. Oh.
You're waiting for someone to give you comfort. You understand? As opposed to providing that comfort to yourself.
Okay. Yeah.
Instead of sitting on the couch, telling yourself you love you, treating yourself nicely, you're waiting. Eagerly. Another way of saying this is, the only time I talked about my mother before, it seems like I'm hyper-focused. The only time I would get real attention from my mother was when I was sick. And so I grew to understand that if I'm sick, I get attention. And that continued into my adulthood. And then I had to look, why am I really getting sick? Because sick produces love.
Right.
You're waiting for someone to come save you.
I'm waiting for someone to come and save me.
Yeah. And sweetie, that's a common thing. There's nothing to feel bad about. And, as women, you guys tend to be like this Prince Charming, metaphor that you guys get indoctrinated to, whether you want to or not. But you're lonely. You want comfort. Do you understand?
Yeah. I hadn't thought of myself like that, but yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Only take it if it resonates.
Right. And I'm also reading aspects of your field that you may not be aware of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sherry, can you bring your attention down and in? There you go. I get. Sherry, say
Mina.
that.
Mina.
Yeah.
Are you talking to Sherry or me? Which one?
You, Mina.
Me. Okay.
Yeah.
I get. All right.
Part of me is really lonely
I get that means lonely
and wants comfort.
and wants comfort.
And
And
I'm not comfortable to directly ask for it.
I'm not comfortable to directly ask for it.
You get that? I accept it and I allow it.
I get that. I accept it and I allow it.
Stay with it. Stay with it. Stay with it. Stay with it. There we go. What's happening?
What's going on, Mina?
I'm just getting extremely hot, sweating.
So again, I'm reading aspects of the field that you may not be conscious of.
Okay.
There we go. So notice there's energy moving up your spine, and there's tears starting to form behind your eyes. How's it going?
I'm okay.
Yeah.
I feel okay. Thank you.
Good. Okay, sweetie.
Yeah.
Nice chatting with you.
Good. Thank you,
Lovely.
Mina.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Mina.
Thank you, Alara. Thank you.
I gotta say, I love it when they're like, nah, and then I do something and it's like, I was right.
Yeah. Yeah. And she'll get it as well. You know, like, even if like right now she might be thinking, I'm not too sure. She'll get it. It's because, I mean, even the conversations that we've had, Mina, it's definitely, Colby's right on, spot on. Okay. Yeah. Love it. All right. So, so Jennifer had a quick question. How do you know when releasing energy, if you have to know what it is you're releasing, or if it's something you just need to feel?
You always need to feel. So the ego can use feelings to support itself. So ideally what you want to do is sense, right? As opposed to figure it out. Because we, in the New Age community, we bought into like, I need to, I have a limiting belief. That's still mental.
Mm-hmm.
It's still from up here, right? So if you're sensing what's happening, if you need to see something or know something, you'll know it. But we tend to be trapped in our minds, like we want to understand something, as if understanding it will allow us to be free of it. When in truth, sometimes understanding it perpetuates it and gets the ego to give you something else to understand. Have you ever met somebody who like talks a good game and they don't say should, and they have all the New Age tank, they have the crystals, but you're sensing like the block in them?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're just like, and maybe they look like Jesus, they have the long hair, right? And they do their yoga, but really it's like a mess down here. Same kind of thing, right? They're all caught up into their concept. That's not true spirituality. True spirituality is releasing the identities that you hold, right? And beliefs that are held by identity. I am this, therefore I. I am Jewish, therefore I am funny. I am a homosexual, therefore I'm hypersexual. That creates an identity that then you are fixed, and you can't experience God in that. What's against the God, what doesn't allow you to experience God, is the ego.
Mm-hmm.
The way you take the ego apart is you release your identity. In order to release your identity, you have to let go of thinking. And you have to surrender to something larger than you. That was a little...
But it's so true. It is. So, yeah.
True. So true.
It is so true. And I'm not saying that from a knowing thing, like in a mental concept, but it's in a being, right? It's also about being that, you know? A lot of us, I know from my community, a lot of us are in our heads. And that's why I've also been, you know, training my clients, get out of your head, get in your body, get out of your head, get in your body. So, you know, and Jennifer says, you nailed it on the head. Thank you. Yes, awesome. Yeah, absolutely. Good. So feel. And for those of you who don't feel, get more into your body. You will start to sense, because, you know, I think that, you know, when you're not feeling, it's because you're still in your head, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Mina, get more into your body.
And some people think because they're being really emotional, oh, I'm really crying, I'm doing my work. No, not necessarily. That could be part of your ego too.
Yeah.
Like you keep on crying, your ego, oh, look what I'm doing. Maybe not.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Bongi, I think you're unmuted, Bongi.
Okay, thank you. My question is actually trying to ask Colby to find me. Where am I in this planet? Because it's like I'm not with my family, I'm not with anybody. No relationship works, but I do a lot. My family is just not with me. So where am I? Am I with them, or
When you
I don't
say
know.
where am I, like, are you in North Dakota? Are you in Istanbul? What do you, I'm not asking.
I am in Swaziland, in Africa, between South Africa and Mozambique.
Okay, so what, I don't know.
A little
Where
country.
is your soul family? What are you asking?
So Bongi, what do you mean about where am I? You are where your body is.
Yeah, in this planet, I don't fit anywhere. I feel like I'm not accepted anyway.
Okay, let me.
Okay, that we can work with.
That's beautiful. Great question. Where do I fit?
Sorry?
That's great.
I gotta ask. Hold on a second. Give me a second.
One second, Bongi. He's gonna ask his team.
What's up with her? You show me you're on a diving board and you're looking down at a swimming pool with a net, and you are trying to capture whatever's in the swimming pool swimming around in your net. And so in some respects, you're holding yourself back from joining. It's not that you don't fit, it's that you are holding yourself back from joining, and you're doing it from arm's length. So it's not you don't fit, it's that you don't want to join the rest of us.
That's why I'm wondering why.
Why don't you want to join? Because you are afraid.
Yes.
You're afraid.
You're afraid. And now, why are you afraid? That's the next question. Why is she afraid of joining? Oh, here it is. So say this, sweetheart. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I get
9
generations ago.
9 generations ago.
My people were slaughtered.
My people were slaughtered.
I get that, I accept it, and I allow it.
I get that, I accept it, and allow it.
There we go. And if you feel that's true for you, you can do the same thing. There you go. How you doing?
My heart is beating 10 to the 5th. I don't know.
Good.
I'm panicking. Yeah, it's like I have stage fright.
Yeah, and that's exactly correct, right? You're afraid to join. I call forward my awakened ancestors.
Call forward my awakened ancestors.
To support me.
Support me.
In undoing this trauma.
In undoing this trauma.
Now.
Now.
There we go. You'll feel a force around you.
Yes. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wow.
Let the ancestors do the heavy lifting.
How? Yeah, I felt trembling all around, but I feel like I'm in the center of all this. Whew, whew.
I
I,
say your name.
Amata Bongi Zulu, choose
to make a place for myself
to make a place for myself
on this planet,
on this planet,
in the now.
in the now.
And I ask humbly,
And I ask humbly,
with love and reverence,
with love and reverence,
to my ancestors now,
to my ancestors now,
to help me make a place for myself.
to help make a place for myself.
There we go. There we go. Things are smoothing out.
Ooh.
How you doing?
I'm doing okay. I think I'm doing okay.
So my suggestion is you do some ancestor work. You could light a candle, glass of water, make an offering.
Okay.
Talking to your awakened ancestors, not just any ancestors, your awakened ancestors. And ask them for assistance. You know, in Africa, there's a lot of tribal fighting for a very long time, and a lot of your people were slaughtered.
I actually did some past life regression, and I saw myself how they slaughtered us, and it was gross. But yeah, I've always known something is amiss with me. I didn't know what, but I just know I'm not here.
You
I
are.
can't find myself.
Stop saying that.
Now I am.
You are.
Now I am here.
Right?
Sorry?
You are there. You are there. And you're a beautiful being, and your presence is a gift.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bongi.
I'll do that in the morning.
Thank you.
It's at night here. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The first time I ever asked a question.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because every time I want to ask, I panic.
No more. No
Yeah.
more panicking, okay?
No more. No more. Find me.
Awesome. Good. Thank you, Bongi.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Colby.
My pleasure.
All right. Awesome. So that was fun, Bongi. I have to say that was fun. I enjoyed that very much. That was different, so thank you for showing up and asking for that, because that was amazing. It was powerful. I'm so happy for you. I'm so glad. All right, everyone. So I know that we've gone longer than normal, but this was so much fun. I don't know why fun is the word that's coming up for me, but I really enjoyed it. Just, all the work that Colby's been doing with all of us has been amazing. So remember, first and foremost, remember to stay in your body, stay in that still point that Colby was talking about, right? And then all the other techniques and processes that he shared. But work on yourself, but work through the body. Okay, if you're going to do work through the body, and be gentle with yourself, right? Have compassion for yourself, right, Colby?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Is there anything else you wanted to share quickly, Colby, before we go?
Take the time while we're all locked up to get to know you, love you. Don't be frustrated and overwhelmed. Whatever happens is going to happen. It's not in our control other than to wash our hands, right?
Yeah.
This time, it's a sacred and holy time. There's a lot happening. Stay out of worry. You are a gift, and the world is counting on you.
Beautiful.
And with that, blessings and love.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you everybody again for all of your questions. Go take a look at the special offer that Colby has for us and go and get it. All those techniques, all those processes will help you, will assist you. Plus that includes the 2 Zoom calls with Colby as well. So definitely take that opportunity to work with the package at this time, because you can, you know, what else are you going to do, right? So take this opportunity to work with the package, work with Colby in the 2 Zoom calls, and stay out of your head. Okay, stay out of your head. All right, everyone. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Until next time, may you continue to be blessed with an abundance of joy, peace, love, happiness, prosperity, and radiant health. Sending you all much love and blessings always.
Laura, if you can call me at the end of it when you're done.
Sure. All right, everyone. Bye for now.
Blessings.